Good morning, everyone. Ron here with Get Phat Food. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of personal finance. Now, my channel is not about personal finance. Do I want it to be? Not really, because I'm not an expert, you know. Again, like, I just want to put out a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So I'm just telling you guys what I do and what I've heard about and what I follow and what I've tried and what's worked for me. But also, I want to say that when I try stuff out, I want to see if it works. Man, the weather looks so crappy now. It was warm like over the weekend, and then it just got cooler and cooler, and now it's like typical San Francisco weather: foggy, windy, chilly. Wet, misty. It's not rain, but everything's wet, so I don't know. In any case, today I wanted to talk about buying a car. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because I need to buy a car sometime soon. So within the next 6 months, 8 months, I need to buy a car. It's not I have to buy a car. It's not I want to, it's I need to. I have to. Because we are going to be moving, me and my family. I think I mentioned this before in a previous video, but we're planning to move because, I mean, we just can't afford it here. And I'll do another video on that about moving. But the plan is that I will be still working here in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, but not living here. Okay. So I need specifically a big vehicle, whether it's, so that one of the requirements is that it's 4-wheel drive, and it's got to be big enough. So pretty much I need a big SUV. I could make do with a mid-size SUV, but the plan is to get a big SUV. Even though it might suck on gas, the point is space. I need space. So yeah, today let's talk about car buying. And the reason why I want to bring it up is because I have a question for everyone, because I'm not sure about this. Okay, do you buy a brand new vehicle and keep it forever, or as long as you can, right? Or what do they say, till the wheels fall off? Or do you buy a used vehicle actually there's 3 options, right? So you can buy a brand new vehicle, keep it as long as you want or as you can, or you could also buy a slightly used vehicle, a vehicle that's like 3 years old, and then also try to keep it for as long as you can and pay it off, right? Finance it. Same thing with the new one, you're going to finance it, right? And then the last one is you buy a pretty old car for cash, for cheap, and then you only keep it for a couple of years. Now, as you guys know, I follow the Dave Ramsey method, and according to him, that's what you should do. You should just buy a very used vehicle, an old vehicle, for cheap. I'm talking like $10,000 or less, and just keep it for a couple of years, and then you sell it off, and during those couple of years you keep saving up too, and then you buy another, like a newer car or SUV, whatever, with cash. Pretty much he just wants you to just use cash. Don't be taking out a loan. The thing is, I've been taught the first two ways growing up. You buy something brand new, which a lot of financial advisors don't recommend because you lose value. Like right when you drive it off the lot, boom, it loses like a couple $1,000 off of its worth, its value, right? A lot of people recommend the second option, financial advisors. They recommend the buy slightly used, couple years old, pay it off, and keep it for as long as you can, because it already went through, it already went through depreciation, meaning it already lost most of the value that it would have lost anyway. So pretty much you didn't take the hit, right? And that's pretty much the way I'm kind of leaning towards. But I have never paid cash for a vehicle. I mean, I've paid cash for a vehicle, but it's like, it's a really shitty vehicle, like something that's only worth a couple grand in the past. I've never done like a $10,000 vehicle or more, $15,000 cash. So that's going to be interesting. So I don't know. What do you guys think I should try? Should I just try the Dave Ramsey method? I'm already kind of doing it, except I'm tweaking it, so I'm including credit cards to the Dave Ramsey method. But I am trying to be responsible about it and paying my credit cards off every month. So what do you guys think? Should I do? I'm leaning towards the Dave. I'm leaning towards the middle, right? But I really want to try the Dave Ramsey method. It's pretty much called the recycling method because you're using someone's very used goods to benefit yourself, right? And then just to reuse it. Recycle. So I guess it's reuse, it's not recycle, because I think recycle, you make something new out of it. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so what have you guys done in the past? Have you done where you have you bought a car cash, and now I'm not asking if you bought a brand new car with cash. I'm saying, like a used car with cash. You didn't have to finance it. You didn't have to get a loan. That's the way I've always done it. I've always financed a car. So that's why I'm kind of like, hey, I'm finally being financially responsible now. I'm getting to the point where I'm financially stable, although my savings rates are not as big as I want them to be. And that's one of the driving factors, is that, hey, we're moving. The last thing I want is a car loan on top of that. You know what I mean? So that's why I ask. Oh my god, I just burped like my coffee, and you know, I have the helmet on, so it just goes back to my nose. Oh my god, it freaking stinks, man. Anyway, no, that was disgusting. It's bad enough that my breath, you know, is probably not the best smelling thing, but then I burped and it just went right back to my face. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't know. What's the best thing to do, guys? The Chinese method is to buy a brand new, maintain and keep it forever, like 20 years, you know. That's probably not just the Chinese method, but that's what I've learned, you know, from living in San Francisco, having a Chinese lady as my partner, and what I've learned from them is that they buy brand new. Actually, they buy brand new cash, with cash. That's crazy. Even I haven't done that. I want to do that once in my life, is buy a brand new car with cash, no financing. That's crazy. That means you have like 50 grand or something just in your bank account. Yeah, that would be hella crazy. Sorry, I'm wiping my visor because it's wet outside. It's misting. So yeah, like, let's what would you guys choose? What the fuck are you doing? Why don't you fucking signal? Like, hey, I'm about to turn, or I'm about to park, guys. Something. Yeah, and you know what else, guys? I'm sorry I haven't been able to go out on my own and go sightseeing, because that's something I want to do before I sell this bike. I am going to have to sell this bike eventually. That's one of the things I wanted to do. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's not even about being bougie with buying like a slightly used car and then just paying off financing and paying it off. It's the fact that if I buy a very, very used car with, you know, hundreds of thousands of miles for cheap, you know, for like 8 grand or something, I'm gonna probably have to spend a couple of grand just to, you know, have it looked over and fixed with everything that'll make it run good. That's pretty much my plan. If I did do the Dave Ramsey method, or, you know, where you get something super used, something with like 150,000 miles. Pretty much, I noticed that car values, once they hit 100,000, they go down in value. That magic number is 100,000, unless it's a Toyota. Like, if it's like a 4Runner, dude, those things, you know, they'll last like 500,000 miles. So when you see prices for those, even used ones with like 200,000 miles, they're still like 15, 17 grand. You're like, holy shit, what the hell? Why is this so expensive even though it's hella old? Because they're Forerunners. Because it's a Toyota. Now, not all Toyotas are like that, but you know, I wish I could afford a Toyota, like a slightly used one, but their prices are like the same as you buying brand new. So it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for you to get a slightly used Toyota when the price of it is the same as you buying it brand new. It's so weird. But yeah, I'm planning to buy a big SUV. And why? Because I need room to sleep in it. You know, I'm gonna still be working here, so that means you know, during the week I'll be sleeping in the vehicle, have a gym membership, take a shower, but pretty much not have a place to stay here. I mean, I know once in a while I'll probably get a hotel, you know, but that's my plan at least. Who knows if that's gonna pan out? Who knows if I can keep going with that? And that's another thing. I need reliability because I'll be using it to drive back and forth, and it's gonna be a couple of hours at least, where we're gonna be moving, but I'm still gonna work here. And I'm curious to know if other people do that, but I do need a reliable vehicle for me to do that, because the last thing I need is, I already commute hella far. I guess what they call a super commuter, where you live a couple hours away, but you know you work in the city. So I need a super reliable vehicle to last me at least a year, you know, if not more. Because at first I was thinking like, you know, like a Chevy Tahoe. I was looking at Toyota Sequoias, but geez, they're so expensive. There's other ones too. There's one of the ones that I'm kind of looking at is a Nissan Armada. It's not as big as like a Tahoe, but it's big enough, and it's made in Japan. I believe Japanese cars with, you know, combustion engines made in Japan are superior in reliability, not in power, not in fuel economy, obviously. So that's my plan, guys. But yeah, I'm not sure what I should do. Should I get like a used, very, very used big SUV with all-wheel drive and keep it for a couple years at least, and just, you know, trying to make sure everything's good on it with high mileage? Or should I get a low mileage, slightly used, a couple years old SUV and then pay it off as fast as I can? Or should I get brand new? Now, when I get brand new, I don't think I'm going for brand new. And if I am going to do brand new, I'm going to get a Toyota, right? Not all Toyotas are that reliable, but generally speaking, they last longer as long as you take care of them. It's funny, one of my buddies was like, dude, this Silverado, he had like it was his dad's truck. He has a Silverado, and he said he inherited it, and he was like, dude, this thing is so reliable. I've only had to replace the transmission twice. I'm like, what? That's not reliable. Reliable is you never had to. Now, transmissions are finicky. I've heard that from mechanics, is that if you take care of it, if you drain and fill the fluid, you know, every 50,000 miles or 30,000 miles, it'll last you. And it also depends who made it, right? If it's ASIN or if it's ZF, those are generally more reliable transmissions, right? But yeah. Anyways, I need a big SUV so I can sleep in it. I'm gonna car camp, stealth camp. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do stealth camping because one day, obviously, I want to go traveling. If I have time and money, I want to travel, and if I travel, I don't want to spend the money on hotels and stuff. I'm not sure if the lens is getting wet, but my visor is getting wet for sure. It's probably the wrong day to go out for a ride. I don't like riding in the rain. I don't like getting wet while I'm riding, but people do it, right? Anyways, guys, I'm heading into work, so thanks for watching. Remember the topic of this video, and answer in the comments below. What do you guys think? Those three options: should you buy brand new, keep it forever, buy slightly used, keep it forever, and pay it off? First two options are finance, though, right? Freaking assholes. I knew it. I knew that she was going to cut me off. Or what I want to do, but I'm scared to do. I avoided that bump from last video. You see that shit? That bump scared me the last video. It's a big bump. It's not actually a big bump. It's a small bump, but it's sharp, So it felt like I ran something over. Anyways, yeah, what do you guys think? Or should I buy a very old, very used SUV and with cash, no finance, and then just keep that for a couple of years? It smells like asphalt, like new asphalt. Oh, okay. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay hungry, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, Gators. Peace out.